Hi everyone, my name is Matt. I'm the youth and family pastor at Cornerstone Church in Marshfield. Here today with your Cornerstone Connection, a daily devotional. And guess what? I'm outside. How cool is that? Yes! I bet you guys are enjoying the good weather as well. We certainly are here. And so I'm shooting it outside today, and that's good stuff. Well, friends, today we're going to jump into the book of Leviticus, and today we're in chapter 18. And I want to just read for you the very first 5 verses of chapter 18 of Leviticus, and then I'm going to give us kind of our main point, and I'll set it up this way, because there might be young ears out there that might be listening. The majority of this chapter is about intimacy, okay, and the do's and do nots, mainly the do nots when it was related to that, for the people of Israel, okay, and what else I want to say with that is, though a lot of things for how we live and how we follow the law, this Levitical law today in the new covenant, a lot of those things, because Jesus fulfilled the law, we don't have to do every iota of the Levitical law that the people of Israel did. Fortunately, under Christ, we have freedom, right? And we're blessed. We don't disobey God to disobey Him, but we are not under the same sacrifices and offerings and all this stuff that they were bound to. But that being said, if I would encourage you to read Leviticus 18, because what we do learn there is that what God lays out for the people of Israel as it relates to physical intimacy in human relationship, that has not changed. From Old Covenant to New Covenant, from Old Testament to New Testament, that has not changed, and that is good news. But what's the whole reason for it? And I love what the first 5 verses of this chapter tell us, because it gives us the whole reason. It's not just rules and nonsense to just obey a higher power. There's a reason, okay? And so join me there, Leviticus 18, verses 1 through 5. Here's what it said. Here's what it says. The Lord said to Moses, "Speak to the Israelites and say to them, I am the Lord your God. You must not do as they do in Egypt, where you used to live, and you must not do as they do in the land of Canaan, where I am bringing you. Do not follow their practices. You must obey my laws and be careful to follow my decrees. I am the Lord your God. Keep my decrees and laws, for the man who obeys them will live by them. I am the Lord." You know, when I read those 5 verses, the phrase that comes to me is, there's no gray areas here. God says, I've brought you people, Israel, out of Egypt, where they lived a certain way, but it is not my way. And I'm going to be taking you into the land of Canaan, and there's people there, and they live a certain way. But that's not my way. You are my people, and you are holy. You are set apart. You are to draw the nations to me. You are to be different. And there should be no gray areas. And he lays out very specifically in the following verses of chapter 18 what that looks like as it relates to intimacy between human beings. And I love this because, again, it shows us the purpose of God's law and his decrees and his quote-unquote rules. It's not just to be domineering or controlling and say, obey me because I said so. But they're set apart. There are people that he's called to himself for a purpose, to be holy and to be set apart and to draw others to him. And this has been his mission all along. And that mission hasn't changed from Old Testament to New Testament, from Old Covenant to New Covenant. We as people under the gospel, we as people under Christ, live a certain way, not to say we're better than you or more holy and less sinful than you, but rather to say, man, we want you to experience the life that we experience in following God and following his way, because there is life to be experienced, as God says here, right? Keep my decrees and laws, for the man who obeys them will live by them. They will experience life. It won't be life-sucking. It will be life-giving. But there's no gray areas. God has a way, and it's with our best in mind. Have a great day, friends. Don't forget it. Our best is always in His mind. It's for our good, His glory. Have a great day. We'll see you next time on the Cornerstone Connection.